are yet to even decide where we are going to. A lot of people have decided without no direction. So building systems before scaling it. So building systems before scaling it. Scaling up, okay? Yeah, before scaling up. We have about 7 outlines, and we started by telling us about context for the concept, for entrepreneurs, for businessmen, for investors. Number 2, we are looking at the success sequence, and we said it means to have favor, have strategy, have a system and structure, the success sequence, okay? Number 3, we are looking at the kingdom strategy, okay? And number 4, we are looking at let the system do the work. We're going to talk about this one today. Let the system do the work. So you build the system and how the system do the work so that you too can rest. There's a rest for every man who would like to enter the rest. So God's pattern is to build it once and allow the system to do the work. God's pattern. God's pattern. Number 6, we have convert chaos into component. So convert chaos into component. So you can convert any part of your life that is not working. You have the power and the potentials into component, okay? Your 7th day. Your 7th day. Okay? And we started the class. I will have to do a little bit of revision. Let's see how far. Okay. We have to do a little bit of revision. We started the class by telling us that for you to scale up a business, it must be systematized. You must actually do what God did. God actually sit down, and what he did was also specific and so that direct. He actually built something that kept working when he stopped working. So God built something that keep working when he stopped working. So God already made provision for me and you, okay? God made provision for me and you so that we can actually build the life we truly desire, spiritually, emotionally, financially. So it's a field of favor and the place of our purpose. The greatest discovery you can ever make, outside discovery, the fact that God came to die for you, to redeem you from darkness to his kingdom of his dear son, Lord chose to discover your spiritual destiny, is to discover your purpose, or why you are on this planet Earth at this junction of human history. When you discover your place of purpose, you will find in it the field of favor and where the provision has been already made for you. If you see a man that is still struggling because the person has lived a field of favor and is now living a life of labor, where he can sweat, he can struggle to even meet up financial needs, basic needs of life, which is food, shelter, and clothing. He struggled to meet up these 3 basic needs. And why the man has not been able to overcome it is because nobody has ever sat him down and talked to him and teach him and give him understanding to share with him systems and structure, because there is no secret to success. There's a system to success. Tell your neighbor system. Tell your neighbor. Without structure, there is no future. So for God to actually build something once that keep working even when it stop working, you have to know that there are 2 major ways they can build successful business in the marketplace, successful relationship, successful marriages. Number 1, you can choose to build it through sweat, labor, and struggling. That's what we discussed on the concept. For the concept, there are 2 ways to do these things. Number 1, you can do it through sweat, of course, labor. Sweat and labor and struggling. So you can choose to do it through these ways. So number 2, you can choose to build it through blessing, of course, blessing, favor, and strategy. So, and the choice is yours. So either you do strategy, you do systems, you do structures, so that you can actually rest. So if you want to rest about something, you put systems and structures. That's where you can have put up the strategic plan that will lead you the favor and the blessings you have been looking for. Without that, you'll be doing what they call work chop. And the worst place to be is to do work chop. Because the day you don't work, you don't chop. The day you work, you chop. And that's the problem. And life happens. Life always happens to men. Life happens to men. So the day life happens, that means you're not going to eat. You go back to start begging. And it's a very challenging moment, because kingdom success is based on favor, strategy, system, and structure. So you have to sit down and to think about generational impact you want to make. Whatever you receive from your parents, from anyone, is called inheritance. Whatever you're going to leave behind is called legacy. Tell no legacy. Only a man who think about legacy starts thinking about systems and structure. The man wants whatever he's creating to live long after he must have lived the world. What he's creating, of course, the marker like this, the phone, the ring light, the board, a community component license, whatever the man is creating. So he wants that thing to live long after he must have left. So that leads us to talk about the success sequence. And we say the success sequence is simply based on, of course, favor, systems, and strategy. So it simply means on favor. Okay, let me do that. I've written it here. So let me just do it. It based on having a structure, having a system in a structure with a strategy that will lead to favor and blessing you are looking for. That's the sequence. So you have to, before you actually want, just like me telling you that before you need money, that money, let me do like this. You're not supposed to wake up and say, God, I need money. You don't wake up and say, God, give me an idea that solves a problem. It's not a problem. You don't look for money. You don't work for money. Money is a bad factor. So you cannot say, God, I need money. So you have to tell God, give me, of course, an idea. I want to call it value. So give me an idea that solves a problem. Because once you solve the problem in the marketplace, it's your value. Value simply means product or services. Either with your product or services, you are making impact. Services, of course, money will look for you. So you don't tell God, I need money. You say, God, give me an idea that solves a problem. Because for you to create value, you must have knowledge. Tell knowledge. Because value is a slave of knowledge. And for you to have knowledge, you must actually have the willingness to learn. To not learn. Learning. So knowledge is slave of learning. And for you to learn, you must make that decision. To make that, of course, decision, of course, to decide, to make that choice to learn. So learning is of choice. So everybody can learn. Man capacity to learn is God's gift to man. But man willingness to learn is that man's choice, that man's decision. It's up to you. So once you learn, you surely, once you make the choice to learn, once you learn, you will know. Once you know, you can create the value. Once you create the value, money will look for you. So you don't look for money, you look for value. Because once you look for value, money follows value. Money is a slave of value. Tenor money is a slave of value. Every tailor must have the willingness to go and learn how to sew clothes. He or she must know how to sew clothes. He or she must sew the clothes before he collect money. Yes or yes? Every medical doctor must make the choice to go to school to write WAEC and JAM, study medicine and surgery, know about anatomy, the study of the human body, and then decide to go and practice it in the hospital to collect salary. Yes or yes? Yes. A lot of people, they don't want to pass through this process. They just say, God, I need money. I'm looking for money. And they keep looking for what they will never get. Because God is systems and process. He built something once. I'll talk about the solar system, the digestive system, the human production, the reproduction system. Everything about God is system. They're not system. So if God created you in his image and likeness, we should be thinking about system, because everything that God built once, that lived after he must have built, is because it's system driven. They're not system driven. I'll show you one of the major challenges that people are having, and it seems to be like this life to be so hard for them. This life, because that the labor of the fool weary them all. Not that the foolish man is not laboring. The foolish man is laboring, but his laboring is wearying him, is tiring him. Why? Because they don't know. They don't just know their way to the city. So they keep wandering around it every time. I'm so hardworking. It's not about hardworking. Effort is a common denominator. Knowledge is a differentiator. Tell you what, effort is a common denominator. Knowledge is a differentiator. What differentiates all wealthy men from poor people is the knowledge they have behind the effort. So looking at it today, that leads us to talk about the kingdom. Of course, we discussed so much and we told us that the sequence is favor, strategy, systems, which is tools and instructions. So you must have tools, you must have instructions, which is one of the major components of the system. So yesterday we started to talk about, we stopped here yesterday, outline number 3, the kingdom strategy. And I did not finish it because I was trying to explain something yesterday. I don't know. Okay, let's see where I will stop today. Okay, let's do like this. So I will not have to do, I would not like to clean my board, but I need to clean this board. Okay, let me do like this. The kingdom strategy, let me do this. Okay, let me do this because we surely need some of these outlines. So I try to, there's something I've been sharing with us all this while, that we have what they call target here, target, and we have what they call goals. And I said something very interesting. I said target is what you want to achieve based on who you become, what you want to achieve, what you want to achieve. So anything you want to achieve is your target. Number 2, who you become, or who you become is your goal, who you become. And I gave some example, and I said that for you to be treated, you have to become a medical doctor to treat patients. Your target is to treat patients in the hospitals. Yes or yes? You have to become an engineer to build houses and bridges. So you want to build houses and bridges, then you have to become an engineer. The target is to become a CEO. I will have to still clean this, but no problem, so that I can do what I want to do. You have to become a CEO and an MD of a company to own a business, a factories. Yes or yes? So, and I said something, you want to make 1 million naira, that is your target. Ten target. So who need to become? I need to be a salesman, I need to create, I need to use OPT, other people's time, other people's money. So when I want to become a mentor, I need to become a businessman, entrepreneur. I've got to make that 1 million naira. So a lot of people set targets for themselves. They never set goals or who they need to become. And I said that when you set a goal or you need to become, something happen in your life. You start seeking for education, because education gives you identity, internal identity. So for you to be able to be identified as a medical doctor, you must go through part of set of instructions for information to be got out as a medical doctor. To become an engineer, you need to pass through a set of instructions that will have your identity as an engineer. To become a CEO, so a lot of people set goals for themselves. I mean, they set targets for themselves. They never set up a goal for themselves. And another thing, they set target, now seek for education. And even when they seek for education, they need to understand something. For that institution to continue to produce medical doctors, engineers, accountants, they must put up systems here. They're not systems. I say system simply means tools and instructions. They're not tools and instructions. So you can see school that tell you, okay, in our school, we have the instruction is that we have first year, first semester, second semester, and the instruction that some courses that are 3 credit unit, 2 credit unit. The instruction, you must come some lectures, 45 minutes, some lectures, 90 minutes. So they put up instructions, they put up a timetable that even when the HOD dies, a new HOD coming will see the timetable, the instructions, the structure. Whatever I can touch is called tools. Everything you can touch, the manual, the permutation. So when a man wants to live longer, we want to continue to get results after you must have finished working, you must put up some set of tools and instructions in your business that will become a part of an institutional information that anybody that comes into your business can actually. I'll give you another example. The target is to produce bread. Tell no bread. You want to produce bread, you want to have a bakery. So for you to produce bread, you must have a bakery. Yes or yes? After a bakery, you must become a baker. Yes or yes? So you are not a baker, you cannot produce bread now. Agree with me? Yes or yes? So when you're a baker, you need to go and learn how to bake bread, how to do chin chin, how to do all those things. So that information you receive constitute your identity as a baker to get it. So now, since you're a baker, you can now say, for me to have my own recipe, you must take 4 cups or 1 kg of flour, 1 dish of egg. So you have to put up those instructions, instructions as recipes, and put all the measurement instruments as tools. So anybody that comes into your bakery can simply follow instruction. For you to get 50 loaves of bread, 20 loaves of bread, and you carry 5 kg of this. You carry that and put and weigh and put. At the end of the process, the person can actually have the bread. Yes or yes? Now, you that wants to make 1 million naira this month of July, that is your target. Tell me target. Okay, now you become a target. So we give you instructions. There are books to read. There are activities to do. Because what part of the tools, what part of the system is called controls? They're not controls. Controls are your KPI, key performance indicators, SOP, standard operating procedures, DMO, daily method operations. So as you come to the office, as you send text, as you make call, you document those processes. So you are following instruction. Anybody that come into our business learning community, pass through 15 days of qualification process, and definitely follow those instructions. With time, you will have the results we are always having. Yes or yes? So we went to discuss yesterday and said that target is good, but target will create limits. Say no limits, and based on your imagination. So you can only write your target based on what you're thinking. If you're not thinking, if you're not having a multi-billion-dollar idea, you have a cup mindset. The problem is if you think like a cup mindset. You cannot be putting a 12 by 12 idea into by 3 by 3 mindset. It will work. So the problem with target is that target creates limitation based on your thinking, based on your belief, based on your fears. So you are so afraid that I cannot become a medical doctor, cannot become a company owner, I cannot become a CEO. So you're going to be setting target based on your imagination, based on. That's why target is not bad. When you set up target is not bad. Then you need to think of who to become. Then put up some learning from an educational program as a mentorship program that will help you achieve the things you want. Then put up system and structure so that you can always repeat that result, whether you are there or not. Whoever that come into your business will always repeat that result. The problem between a business owner and a self-employed is that a business owner owns a system. A self-employed solopreneur don't have system. So are the only one in that place, because the day they stop working, they stop making money. Keke man, Okada man, name all of them, they have to continue to go. I hope you know this cash flow quadrant. When we put here, we say this is of course the employees, this is the self-employed, this is of course the business owners, these investors. Yes or yes? They say don't be in this side of life. This is the wrong address. They're wrong address. Be in this side. This is the right address. So every business owner owns systems and structures. Every self-employed, the solopreneur, they don't own systems and structures. So you see them every time. Of course, the self-employed, every time they're always struggling. They tell you, I'm tired of working for somebody. Become an employee. I want to own my own time. But that business owns them. So what differentiates a business owner from entrepreneur is systems and structure. Is people that always have the mindset, let us build it together. This one I want to do it myself and I. They keep boasting like, I make my money, I show my money. That's the wrong place to be. Don't exchange your time for money. The wrong thing to do is to exchange your time for money, because money is a bad master and a loyal servant. Money must serve you. Say amen. Amen. If I write down, let's conclude this outline number 3, which says that let's come that and write it down. Target, create limit. Write it down. Target. Write on your note. Target, create limit. Target, create limit based on your imagination, command beliefs, and fear. Target, create limit based on your imaginations, limit, and fear. Target, create limit based on your imagination, beliefs, and fear. So you're going to set target based on your imagination. 1 million naira. We're supposed to say 10 million naira monthly. We're supposed to say, you say, no, I'm too afraid. I'm not worthy of the money. Target is the point with target. But you know what happened? System creates flows, unlimited repeatable outcome. Once you put up system on who you need to become, the things you need to do to get that result, it creates flows, unlimited repeatable outcomes. That's what system does for you. It will help you to repeat the outcomes. That's what system does, because every system has a process. Target creates flows, unlimited repeatable outcomes. Unlimited repeatable outcome. That's what it does. So, no wonder the Bible says, write the vision down and make it plain, in the book of Habakkuk 2 verse 2. So then anything you want to do, write it down. Write it down. So for us, we simply say, okay, when somebody comes into the business learning community, he has a 15 days, this is a Facebook to read, second book to read. These are all set of instructions. 10 instructions. And don't be afraid of giving instructions. Give instructions, because who doesn't follow instruction is not ready to make impact in his generation. So you see, if you are going to go the kingdom way, the blessed way, the Bible way, the favor way, the God's way, the anointed way, you must prioritize systems over target. Write on your notes. If I must go God's way, but I'm going to show how God does his thing. Everything he created was once. He put systems in place. And those things keep working even long after he must have created it. So you want to go the God's way, the blessed way, the kingdom way, you must prioritize systems over target. A lot of us just want target. Although I need money, I need food. That's target. Target is what you want to achieve. That's target. Don't just go for what you achieve. Go for who you become. Don't just go to become. Put up system and structure of repeating that result. That's the good thing about life. So what happens is this. You must prioritize systems over what? Target. If I write this on your note, very important. System in a goal. Once you put systems to achieve this or goal, and systems in a goal are more important, more beneficiary, and more valuable than target. Systems in a goal. Once you identify who you need to become, you put a system to always create the kind of person. System in a goal is more important, more beneficiary, and more valuable than target. When Christ came to put systems, that when a man accepts him, that man will be with him in his kingdom. It's simple. So once you accept him, you are begotten, his first begotten son from the dead. So every other person that accepts Christ now, you are just like him, because he are invited to believe in you. So what he can do, you can do. So if by his stripes you are healed. So when he put those systems in place, that when a man comes to kingdom, automatically your sins are forgiven, all things are passed away. Behold, you become a new man. The same thing in business. Put up a system that anybody that comes into that program would then become a multi-millionaire, become successful, become a baker, become an engineer, become a CEO. So without not having system, now you're going to do the work every time. The difference between employee and self-employed and business is systems and structure. The guy put up a system in his hotel and said, once you come in like this level, this, from there you go to here, supervisor, become a manager, from there you work for 10 years, we sack you. That's how you put it. Some may do the same thing. No? As you come to apply for work, and humbly apply. They carry you a HND, BSc, a first degree, and you can for level 16 step this, level 17 step this, level this step this. We become from there head of department, from there director, from there permanent secretary, from there 35 years. They have a system of producing retirees, and then they go and sleep, and the system run on its own. They can sleep and cross their leg. They know that system will run for them. Yes or yes? If you don't put systems and structure, my brother, you go walk till you die. Warren Buffett said, you want richest man in the world. If you don't find a way to make money when you are sleeping, you have to work for the rest of life. You can never sleep without not putting systems and structure. Help me tell your neighbor, you'll be the same person in the next 5 years. Except the books you read and the people you associate yourself with. Want a different result, a different outcome, want to make money work for you, okay, system and structure cannot be over, it must be prioritized. Right on, very important. System in a goal System in a goal makes, yes, system. That is putting systems in your goals, putting system on who you become. That everybody have become here. You have a activator, a rising star. Systems in your goals. Putting system in your goals. Systems in your goal. Systems in your goals makes targets sustainable and scalable. Make targets sustainable and scalable. So I put a system in all the goals for who I need to become in my community. It makes my target sustainable and scalable. So I put up a system for someone to get 1 million naira in a month. He must have 5 activator, 6 rising star, this and that. So if I can achieve that, I can scale it. I can double the number. Yes or yes? Okay, if every 10 calls I make, one person, okay, if every 100 message I send, 10 people will show up. After 10 people showed up, one person will say yes. I've gotten a number. Yes or yes? If I need 2, I have to do times 2. If I need to do times 2. So by the time you don't understand what you are doing, because there's no documentation, it's overwhelming. It's not overwhelming. Do you have anybody that have KPI here? Check your note. Do you have any? Let me show something happen. Check your note. Do you have any KPI? Rising stamina. That's one of the sheets of KPI. Let me show something very important. I need KPI. Someone should get me a KPI. I need to show you something. Now, if you don't put up this KPI, whatever you are doing is overwhelming. It's not overwhelming. Because whatever you don't document overwhelms you. Tell me, whatever you don't document overwhelms you. Tell me, neighbor, whatever you can document, you can modify. Thank you so much. Okay, see, thank you. So you come to work in the morning. We give you this sheet called KPI. So what did you do today? You write. What did you do? So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? So you did these activities, these income generating activities that will give you the results you get. But we know that you don't get the result. We need to check out what are the energy generated. How do you make the calls? What language did you use? How do you approach people? How many steps did you make? So these things will help you modify. So that you're not getting results. You can now say, okay, maybe something I did not do well. I need to modify. But you don't have something like this. This is a KPI, one of the structures we have. You'll be wondering, I don't know why life is working for me. And you go to church every time you're praying to God. God help me. God help me. God, everything is overwhelming. Everything is tiring. Everything is powerless. Everything you're weak. You're not weak. You don't even know. I'll give it to you. Let me see KPI. I'll still make reference to the very soon. So you have to see that for you to be able to sustain your outcome as an entrepreneur, you must set up a target, 1 million naira. Say, I want to become a mastermind mentor. I will train 5 people, I will train 6 people in the space of 1 month, 2 months. From there, I'm going to end this. So from there, I'm going to put up some tools and instructions that everybody in my community will be doing. And then once you achieve that, you can scale it, you can sustain it. But there is no system and structure. You don't know when things are going well, you don't know things are going bad. If I went to you'll be wondering, because it's overwhelming, it's tiring, it's exhausting, it's just full of sweat and struggle. If I ask a keke man, how much do you make in a day? He's saying, sometimes I make 5,000, sometimes 7,000. Okay, you want to double it? Okay. See, if what you are doing demands you to work more, to earn more, it's called menial job. Say no, menial job. If what you are doing demands you to learn more, to earn more, it's called executive job. What did I say? Executive job. Write on your note as we round up the class section. I have something to share with us today. Systems involve processes. Systems involve processes that are automated. System involve processes that are automated, self-regulating. Systems, all of them involve processes that are automated, self-regulating, and can work in your absence even when you are resting. Systems involve processes that are automated, self-regulating, that can work in your absence and even when you are resting. System can work for you. I want you to be system-driven. System-driven, be people-driven, of course, leave results. Results to take care of yourself. Write it down, put it there, put who you will become, go and work on your system. System involve processes. Systems involve processes that are automated, self-regulating, and can work in your absence, even when you are resting. If you're written that one down, shall I? Good and fine. Write it down. Systems are not limited because the outcomes are repeatable. Systems are not limited because the outcomes are repeatable. But without systems, you only pursue targets. God, I need money. And that's our target. Those are the things you get based on who you become. Life does not give you who we are not. Life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you who you are. So if life gives you more than who you are, you will lose it. Until you come, give a poor man 50 million. The man will get until the money reduced, go to 500,000. In thinking, maybe that time don't pass. You cannot go to the ocean with a cup. Whatever you go to the ocean to fetch is what you have. You go to the ocean with a spoon, you have a spoon blessing, a cup blessing, a drum blessing, a tray. So the life gives you abundance. The limitation is in your mind. in your imagination. That is why systems is good. So that even when you are limited in your target, in your imagination, the system helps you repeat the outcomes, whether you are there or not. So the guy that produce bread, that do ching ching, he doesn't have to be in the factory. The guy that produce market don't have to be in the factory. He puts them. Dangote doesn't work in Dangote factories in Otupa. It doesn't work in those Dangote cement industry in Calabar here. He just puts systems and go and rest. Dangote does not work in Dangote factory, a refinery. He puts systems and go and rest. And not rest. How do people say? He call men and talk to them. Life will always reward men that think and talk, imaginators and communicators, more than managers and implementers. Implementing is not good. The purpose of implementing is to document your processes. So you can hand over that to somebody. We sit down, I document my processes. This is what I did to give me 1 million every month, 5 million every month. I wrote it down. I say, you want to get the kind of result I'm getting, this is what to follow. And you follow it religiously. Over some time, the results start happening to you. It will not happen overnight. It will happen over time. Over time. I put up a system, government person say, you want to become a doctor, an engineer, you must write WAEC, you must write JAM, there's a system you must pass through of education. They call it educational system. Agree with me now? Yes or yes? Yes. They call it schooling system. What I say? School system. So once you pass that system, you have identity. It's an identity. They knock you doctor, engineer, accountant, surveyor, whatever they call you. From there, you have the identity. My name is Honorable Surveyor, Doctor, They give you identity. So right now, any identity that you don't like, you can change it because you are the boss. Say, I'm the boss. I am the boss. You are all self-fulfilling prophecy. You have the power and the potentials to change your life, to be able to attract the equivalent of what you want. But that thing can only happen with the right information, mental emancipation, mental liberation. Because see, once you begin to think differently, you begin to get different result. So right now, you're not very important. Okay, let me just explain something for you. $1 million target will only limit you to $1 million target imagination, but you cannot repeat again. For you to pick, you have to go back and work all over again. But instead of setting $1 million target, set up as well as the target, go and put up $1 million system that can produce $1 million for you. Because it is if you successfully build $1 million system, then system work while you are sleeping, while you are resting. So the major thing is to build $1 million system. What system are you bringing in place? Are you going to be part of? Are you going to innovate so that money can work for you? If you want money to work for you, say amen. Amen. In a business learning community, any money you earn, 10% is your own. You keep the money down for some time. So you can use the money to buy treasury bills, bond, mutual funds, so that money can work for you. We put the money in an income generating asset so that money can work for you. You are tired of seeing you work for money. You have to start putting up plans. Don't tell me whenever I have the money. No, the money will never have the money. Money will never be enough because of Parkinson law. Parkinson law says that your needs and wants increases as your income increases. So you don't have to wait for that moment. You have to take the moment now and make it perfect, because he that failed to plan to fail. Yes or yes? Yes. I repeat myself again. You cannot feature in a future you did not picture. You must picture something in your life that will make you start thinking about legacy, generational blessings, so that is the only way you can say building system before scaling up. It's one of the successful entrepreneur strategies. One of the things we do where we think differently. Our thinking are different. Our vocabularies are different. Our words are different. Thank you so much, sir. Write on your note, very, very important. If you successfully build $1 million system, write it down. If you successfully build $1 million system, if you successfully build $1 million system, then the system works while you are sleeping, while you are resting. If you successfully build $1 million system, then the system will work for you while you are sleeping, while you are resting. So what you should do? Build system. Build system, build structures, follow it religiously. Okay, life will work for you. The kingdom strategy is system over target. Write it down. The kingdom strategy is system over target. Target is not bad, but if I set up the target, leave the target there, go and work on who you need to become. Work on your systems that will come. See, the kingdom strategy is the system over target. Make your system responsible for your outcome. Write it down. Make your systems responsible for your outcome. Let your system make your systems responsible for your outcome. So you want to make your system responsible for all the results you want. If not, you have to be the one to do the work. You have to be the one to do the work. Either you do the work or system will do the work. Which one do you prefer? Definitely. So why are you going to tell me even if you are doing something, document the processes so that you can hand over to somebody so you can rest. Your work is to teach, educate, dominate. It's called the dominion mandate. Go and multiply, replenish. You have to replenish, duplicate yourself. You cannot duplicate what you have not sustained. You must sustain before you duplicate. You must retain before you duplicate. Without sustainability, without retention, no duplication. It doesn't matter what works. It's about what duplicate. If you're not thinking about how somebody can work and you make money, or my power system can work, make my investment, that means just be ready. 50 years. In fact, if you're not careful, you end up like my mom. My mom tried, she didn't know. I was in final year when I was telling my mama in school, Mommy, please start investing your money. Say, government will take care of me. God, my mom worked for this government for 35 years, 10 or 35 years. 35 my mom retired at the headmistress primary school. This is 6 years, 7 years now, getting to 8 years. Akwa State government has not paid retirement benefits to primary school teachers. They're all waiting for the one day government will visit them. And the woman would have long died if not because we made money on time. Because all our hope now is our children. You call us every time, oh, my children, how are you doing? We go to village, buy rice, buy beans. Okay, mama, they enjoy. But with me, I go put solar for my compound 24 hours light. Mama don't know what thing they say, they take light again for our life. Because our children made money on time. Imagine that I did not make money. But every time you come, they make my own. You see, system will never, you tell me not doing system, my brother. Yeah, the ladder is leaning on the wrong wall. It's on the wrong wall. No matter how much you climb, come back from the wrong road. See, the far you travel on the wrong road, the difficult it is to come back. The day you know this road is not going to give me fulfillment, it's not going to give me, of course, achieve my dreams and purpose on earth, why not just come back? Because every manufacturer has a purpose for each product because it produces. When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. When the purpose of why God sent you on this earth is for you to actually create, then not create, then not connect, then not contribute. You will never have time to contribute to your generation if you are busy pursuing money. The wrong thing to work for is money. Turn on money. Develop a valuable system of structure and system. Go and rest. Money work for you. Can cost you 5 years, can cost you 6 years, can cost you 10 years, but it's better to build systems. Then on systems. Right on that run down this podcast section. Build a system that is responsible for your outcome. I say you write that one. Yes or yes? The last statement there, but not the least. Prioritize systems over outcome. I have to give you in different steps so that you don't forget it. Prioritize systems over outcome. I will introduce this one. We'll do a little bit of work. So tomorrow we conclude it. A few minutes to go. Let the system do the work. That is outline number 4. Let the system do the work. Outline number 4. Let the system do the work. 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 The first statement you write there is that God built something that keep working when he stopped working. God built something that keep working. God built something in 7 days. He built something in 7. Each of the days he built, he put systems and structure. You go and rest. God built something that keep working when he stops working. So if God created me in his image and likeness, why can't I be thinking like that? Why can't I just sit down one and say, how can I build something that will work even when I'm still working? It's your thinking that determines the kind of education you seek. If you think small, you seek small ideas. You think big, you seek big ideas. So if you are telling me that I should build system and let him do the work, so why must I do that? One, God did it. God built something that keep working when he stop working. When God do something, he's telling you what is possible for you. What will be the best practices for you and the right way for you. So when God tells you how he does things, he's indirectly telling you how you should do things. I've been saying this for those that are just joining us, that God created 3 things in Genesis. Now, one, he created the creation. Turn on creation. He said, let there be light. Let there be light. There was light. Number 2, let there be firmament. Number 3, he created the creatures. Turn on creatures. He said, let the earth bring forth its kind. Let the water bring forth its kind. It's water that God spoke to creation. Creation created the creatures. That's what God did. After God finished the first one, he spoke to that one. But you know what God did that marvels me? When it comes to man, God created a creator. Say, I'm a creator. He said, let us create man in a creator. Let us create man in our image and what? Likeness. I always say that image of God is natural. Likeness of God comes with teaching, mentoring, coaching. So for you to be like God, a creator, then you must be thinking like him. Because you are not less. You are not less. He's actually in the likeness of God. But when we're acting below their likeness, it's because of the environment they grew up with, what they see, what they hear, and the experiences they have. Some experiences are very bad. Some experiences they have child abuse. So they grow up with that piece of abuse on them. Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm too short. I'm not beautiful. I'm not handsome. They always hate themselves. See, you hate yourself. You cannot love anybody because you only give the world who you are. So you only see the world the way you are. Start loving yourself. Start telling yourself, I am the best. Touch yourself, I'm a millionaire. That one is begging for the charge card. Touch yourself, say I'm a success. I'm a success. Tell your neighbor. Why am I such a smart entrepreneur? Tell your neighbor, why am I such a millionaire? So you have to understand these processes. If you don't understand that you need to talk to yourself in the way you want people to talk to you, that is the way you talk to yourself, the way people will talk to you. If you get on there, I'm poor, I'm broke, we poor, massive, people will start seeing you as one. So stop identifying yourself as a poor person. You're not a poor person. Don't mind what is happening to you. Every problem has a starting date. Yes or yes? Yes. That's the truth about life. So no problem lasts forever, except you hold on to it. Some people hold on to poverty as their birthright. Tell them poverty is not your birthright. Tell them poverty is bad. Tell them money is good. Tell anyone, neighbor, poverty is difficult to explain. Let me give you a few statements.